9th largest area in the world. A symbiosis of East and West. A country of great opportunities, bright impressions, everything you wanted to know about Kazakhstan, important notes, useful routes. In the program, Routes and Notes. You can ski from an early age and to an older age. The most important thing is to have a desire and good health. Ile-Alatau mountain range is the most northern of Tian Shan mountain range, towering over the southern boundary of the city of Almaty. The best place for skiing and snowboarding. The gorges are filled with various ski resorts and tourist centers. Ski tourism is one of the most popular kinds of tourism in Kazakhstan. Many Kazakhstanis prefer to spend their winter holidays in the Alps, but finish the season always at native mountains. Snow lies at an altitude quite early, and winter snow stay there until the middle of spring, so the ski season in the Ile-Alatau is pretty long. If you ski on one of the resorts, it is located at an altitude of 2,000 to 3,000 meters. If at the tourist ski resorts, then at an altitude of about 2,000. So Shimbulak Ski Resort is located in the small Almaty Gorge, which is closest to the city of Almaty, at an altitude of 2,200 meters. And skiers go up the Talgar Pass to an altitude of 3,200 meters. According to the rating, Kazakhstan-based Shimbulak is included in the list of the top 15 ski resorts in the Commonwealth region. The ski slopes are certified by the International Ski Federation. Fans and athletes as well as beginners ride here. On the base there are 6 lifts, 8 runways with a total length of 4 kilometers. There's a separate track for mogul and downhill skiing, and giant slalom are among the 10 most difficult in the world. In the past, enthusiasts would gather in large companies and would build small platter ropeways in the mountains. Whole families would ride ski and pass down this passion from one generation to another. You can see different families during the weekend in various mountain gorges. I was always engaged in tourism and sports. Then, of course, the life took over, my work and so on, and the lack of time to communicate with the children in the first place. We have a lot of them. The time for dialogue at all is not enough. And when we go skiing, when we come out here to the mountains, this is the very thing that unites the family. It is a common interest.
Общения на всех не хватает. А когда ты едешь кататься на лыжах, когда ты выходишь вот вообще в горы, это как раз то самое, что объединяет семью.
Since ancient times, people have used various devices for traveling over snow. European ski mountaineers took their skis to descend from mountain heights later. They spent long hours on the rides with a heavy burden, but a dizzying descent on virgin snow and glaciers sheltering cracks had to pay for their efforts. At the time, the Norwegians have distinguished themselves in the development of cross-country skiing. The Austrians have done much for the development of winter sports. The story goes back to the 18th century, when the first wooden skis came down the mountain slopes in Norway. In the 20th century, the metal-edged skis were invented in Austria, making skiing more durable and easier to manage. Later, plastic skis were invented. They presented skiers with a high speed. Ski bindings and boots were also improved. The youth of today rides on short carbine skis that have a wide toe and heel. And therefore, it had revolutionized the sport. Now it is hard to imagine the skis how they were before.
На лыжах я стою лет с 12.
I have been skiing for 12 years. My mother instilled the love for skis in me. I love it. Only when skiing I feel a real winter. I like to ski, I enjoy it very much. It is such an excitement when you go skiing and you see all this beautiful nature. This is just great.
Всю эту прекрасную природу. Это просто замечательно.
Ski School, which was created by members of the Central Asian Association instructors, has been operating in Almaty for several winters now. A small slope, the length of which is enough to master the basics of skiing, is located within the complex of ski jumps Sunkar. This famous sports facility that is located within the boundaries of the city of Almaty and not far from the center. Many years ago, experts in ski jumping found this place in the foothills of the Ile-Alatau, which was set up as a sports school. Before the Asian Winter Games of 2011, which took place in the city of Almaty, a modern sports complex was built. The city is growing, and jumps towering above it are busy. Here not only flying skiers have a chance to ski. Almaty residents bringing children here without spending a lot of time on the road, and without fear that their training will interfere with dashing skiers. Newcomers and old-timers come here, and even those who have a good skiing skills, but do not have time for a trip to the resort.
Когда нет времени,
When there is no time, you can drop in here for a moment. The view here is great. You can see the entire city. You can come here if you do not have time to go straight away to the mountains. There's also very beautiful hills. I like here because I can meet interesting and fun people to whom I can talk to.
с которыми можно пообщаться. Ну, это взаимодействие.
Another ski resort and sports and entertainment complex is located near the eastern border of the city of Almaty. Mostly amateurs ski on toboggan, located at an altitude of 1,600–1,700 meters above the sea level. Snow falls here later and melts earlier than on Chimbolak. In winter, you can ride on a sleigh, come down from the mountains in a transparent bowl. Skiers and snowboarders ride on their routes. We have been skiing from childhood. I have been skiing for 10 years now. It helps to get away from everything. This is a great feeling when you fly on skis. The sun in your eyes, you fall in the snow, it's very cool. At first, I did not want to ski, but now I can't even imagine my life without it. Another son of Ekaterina and Ruslan Nuradilov, Azamat, resisted skiing, but then gave in to their entreaties and decided to embark on skiing. It became his passion, and now he spends the weekend not behind the computer, but in the fresh air.
I
started skiing at age 7. I love skiing because skiing is an interesting kind of sports. I like skiing because it gives me a great pleasure, and when I come home, I just want to sleep. Older children of Ekaterina Mola Ogli masterfully ride, but they have a task to put on skis their younger sister, who is only 3 years old. History has known many ways of attaching the boots to the skis, but one of the instructors came up with something extraordinary for the young daughter of his friends, shortening the length of the ski and attaching them to rubber galoshes. The child wears these shoes in normal size and slip on the snow, holding her father's hand.
Прежде всего, объединение семьи, потому что сейчас все в компьютерах, в интернете.
This, above all, brings family together, because now everyone is on the computers, on the internet. It's hard to gather together all at once. But here they are on skis. There is no internet, no phone. so everyone ski, laugh and enjoy life. Well, I have been skiing for 15 or 16 years now, maybe even more. But for good health, of course, it is great to ski in the open air, without extreme, it's still fun. It is healthy and great way to enjoy fresh air.
Это все равно удовольствие, это здоровье, свежий воздух.
А ты свои лыжи взяй?
Да.
The first Winter Olympic Games were held in Chamonix, France, town at the foot of Mont Blanc. Chamonix Valley is situated within the Mont Blanc Massif and the Aiguille Rouge. This is the White Valley, where the skier can choose one of the many trails and roll on it almost all day. Ski tourism is a superb leisure, and when it comes to alpine skiing, it is useful to know that a record number of victories in the history of the competition in alpine skiing were won by Crystal Kranz from Germany. He won the gold medal at the 1936 Olympics, and the record of Austrian Toni Seiler. He had 7 wins at the World Championships. Besides, he was 3 times Olympic champion. At the Olympic Games of 1956 in Cortina d'Ampezzo, in the downhill, he was ahead of his rivals by a large margin. At the same Olympics, for the first time, there was the athlete from Kazakhstan, Alexandra Artemenko. In 1953, Alexandra won the title of the first champion of the USSR in Kazakhstan for all ski sports. At the Olympics, she finished 11th in the downhill. 11-fold USSR champion and 70-time champion of Kazakhstan, Alexandra Artemenko has remained in the memory of supporters of alpine skiing legend Shimbulak. In the years when Artemenko won the competition, Gennady Mazilin only started skiing. I have been engaged in alpine skiing since 1958, for more than 50 years now. Now I'm retired, but I continue to work on the trampoline. I liked skiing since I was a child. I engaged in skiing for a long time, way before I started to participate in the sports society Burevestnik in 1960s. By the Asian Winter Games of 2011, ski base Akbulak was built in Almaty region, where skiers, biathletes and orienteers are training. It is located at altitudes of 1,700 to 2,700 meters above sea level and is listed as a ski resort, where the paved trails of varying difficulty and cable cars. The length of tracks is 5,000 meters. The maximum steepness of the slope is 55 degrees. The total length of the cable car, 3,700 meters. The main slope served by gondola. The second part of the route is steeper and the top skiers delivers chairlift. Beginners ride on a gentle slope at the bottom of the track. It's really an indescribable feeling when you go there at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. And at the bottom, a magnificent panorama. It's really an indescribable feeling that you can only get on skis. Mountain is the best place for a winter holiday. It is not only ski tourism, it is rope park, sleigh rides and other entertainment. Ski tourism is actively developing in the world and attracts more and more fans. Half a century ago, only a few people could afford this hobby, but today ski resorts are built in all parts of the world. And where there is no snow, resorts are built under the domes with artificial snow. In this sense, Almaty residents are lucky. And if you have not skied in Ile-Alatau, you do not know what kind of tan you can get from winter sun.